Sup investors, it's the Russian dude. Today, let's talk about what if the US does default on its obligations, basically what if America goes bankrupt, to make it put it as simple as possible. Is it really that scary of an event? Or maybe America has such a strong financial system that they will be able to overcome even these difficulties and just like a phoenix rise again and maintain its status of the strongest and the biggest economy in the world. Which, by the way, this video is extremely convenient in terms of timing, because the last time we did mention some problems with the US national debt and why huge Wall Street whales started to sell their positions of the pieces of the US economy. So let's talk about right now if the US default is as scary as it seems. So obviously, yes, there is an enormous, gargantuous US national debt right now. The interest payments alone already exceed trillions of dollars. So personally, I do not know how America is going to overcome these difficulties. I'm not the only one who sees this. A lot of other huge financial players, they do see it as a problem as well. But so far, the Feds, the US financial system, they are not even saying much. They're not doing anything to solve this problem. They are literally just delaying the inevitable. And once this inevitable does approach, we are facing potentially a possibility, a risk, a very big one, of a US defaulting on its financial obligations. The US financial credit rating might decrease from AAA to lower AA, AA+, anything like this, which in its own is going to be already a huge devastating blow to the entire US financial system. But should we be as concerned if US defaults? Well, to be honest, yes, but not that much. It's not going to be the end of the financial world. Because the US already declared bankruptcies at least 5 times in the past. The very first one is 1779, then 1782, just 3 years later, 1862, 1934, and then even one time after the US dollar already became the international currency of the world. This was known as the Bretton Woods System, which happened in 1944, right at the end of the Second World War. And so yeah, this is when basically the US dollar was declared as the international currency. America became pretty much the strongest, the most influential economy in the world. And since then, even since then, in 1979, America once again defaulted. Did anything happen? Did America lose its dominance status? Well, as you can see, no. Now I don't know if you're gonna be watching this video in 2040, in 2050. I don't know if YouTube is going to be there or not. At that time, yes, maybe America will be just a mere shadow of its past. Maybe it's gonna be not even top 5, top 10 economies of the world. Who knows? But at least at the moment of recording this video, as you can see, well, yes, America already did declare bankruptcies, defaults in the past, and still recovered without even losing its status of the strongest, powerful, most resilient financial system of the world. So what I'm trying to basically say here is that, yes, US default will be a very scary event. The US stock market, since all of us are here investors, it will have a huge blow. Like, it will be one of these once-in-a-century events when the stock market will just almost completely collapse. But at the same time, this will offer incredible opportunities. Some companies which are right now extremely expensive for you or which you wanted to buy for a long time, or some companies which you might have in your portfolio, they might present themselves as opportunities with 80 or even 90% discounts. Seeing companies like Google to evaporate and cease to exist is almost impossible, but it can go down 80-90% in the value, potentially, theoretically. So this is why, in case the US default will happen, most likely the US stock market will be obliterated, annihilated, but there will be an opportunity to make millions of dollars out of this event. You already know the saying by Warren Buffett, if there's a blood on the street, well, this is exactly when you should buy it. Well, in case US defaults, this is not going to be blood on the streets, this is going to be I don't even know what on the streets, but this will be probably the scariest and the most opportunistic, the biggest opportunity of your lifetimes, in case it happens within our lifetimes. It will be the best opportunity to make real money investing on the stock market. But don't take my word for granted, this is just my honest personal opinion. I will invest on the US stock market in case this happens. I'm just sharing my thoughts as always right here on this small YouTube channel. Well, if it was interesting and informative for both, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching, and see you on Friday.